Hey everybody, welcome back to Resilient Tarot. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming. This is October monthly reading for Virgo. Welcome back, my Virgos. And hold on one second, guys. Okay, sorry. I'm muting all that noise. Okay, so if you're new, thank you for coming. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on all videos because that way I know it resonates and I'm reaching people. I try to comment back. If you want a private reading, it's in the description box. Virgos, I'm doing things a little bit differently. If you haven't watched your August and September videos, you may want to do that because this is going to continue the story of those videos. And that's what I'm going to continue to do on this channel. So Virgo, back in August, it was titled, They're Going to Make It Right. And that video got over 7,000 views, which is the most on my channel. So I know it was meant for a lot of people to see, or I got really lucky, I don't know. But either way, I thank you, Virgos. And I am a Virgo rising, so it makes sense for me too. Okay, and then in September, we had you guys making mountains out of molehills, which is not so surprising because it was your season and things need to be perfected. Things need to be a certain way for Virgos, and if they're not, it's a big deal. And I was not at all saying anything negative about that. I was just reminding you guys that, you know, take it easy on yourself. For the September update, that person was coming back around. So was it the person in August? Probably for some of you. Was it someone else from the past? Probably some for some of you. Now, some of the comments I got included Capricorns and other Virgos. Drugs and addiction were a problem for some of you. And toxicity was a big one. So what I get is a lot of Virgos out there are struggling in relationships and with toxic people. And what it makes me wonder is if you want things in your relationships and your life to be so perfect because it makes you happy that you keep ending up with toxic people so you can fix them. And, you know, just gonna leave that there. If it fits you, it fits you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we're going to keep going into October and Libra season here and see what's happening for you and if that story is continuing. So tell me more about Virgo in October. Virgo in October. So right away we got a Leo and some strength. Could be dealing with a Leo. And we don't want you to be too arrogant, too prideful either. So you need to look at yourself and see. King of Swords. Could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Knight of Pentacles. We've got lots of, it's like, I want to say lots of armed men coming to the rescue. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's like, the pride, you know, the lion and his pride. Like they're all coming to rescue you. It's all about accuracy, logic, and your ability. Tell me more about strength. What are you being strong about? King of Pentacles, 2 kings. We've got a good relationship going on here, a good partnership. If you can look closely, The King of Pentacles is looking up at the King of Swords, and he's looking down. So logic meets grounding. I'll stay calm. You rule, rule the conversation, or you rule the room. You're in charge. I'll take second. I'll take a step back and watch you do your thing. Out in nature, very grounded. With the Knight of Pentacles, I want to say, well, let's see. King of Swords. Tell me more about King of Swords. Let's see. What are you being so accurate about? What are you being so logical about? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about truth. You need to know the truth. I need to know the truth. It needs to be accurate. It needs to be true. I have some new ideas I want to run past you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Can Libra, Gemini, Aquarius run some truth by you? Will you accept that? Tell me more about Knight of Pentacles. So then we've got, the Knights are younger, a little more energy, and you have some ability. Ability to what? Ace of Cups reverse. So, you have the ability to end an emotional situation. If you've been wanting to break up with someone or thinking about breaking up with someone, you're gonna get that ability to do that. You're gonna gain the courage through the strength. Tell me more about King of Pentacles here. But there's something going on in the middle. Judgment. So you're gonna receive your sentencing. It's Judgment Day. Here comes your karma. Here it comes. Okay? You're strong. You sat back. You listened to the truth. Here it comes. You're going to accept this. Tell me more about Ace of Swords. So I feel like this is not you, this middle row here. I feel like this is something someone's going to tell you, or some energy you're going to be put around. The Empress reverse. This could be truth about a pregnancy, or a miscarriage, an abortion. Some truth's going to come out. And this is Virgo. This could be around you. Maybe you've held it in, that you had a miscarriage or an abortion, and you're having trouble telling this air sign, having trouble telling a Leo. Could be any sign, but you're having trouble, but the truth's coming out. It's going to be very logical and factual. Like, this is what happened and that's it. There's not much emotion here. Now here, the Ace of Cups. Will this be the end of the relationship? Possibly. But it's the ability to pour someone's cup out. It's the ability to pour out your emotions on the floor. Tell me more about Ace of Cups. This could also be the loss of an emotional thing, such as an unborn child, the loss. But there's ability here to we'll see. Let's see. Tell me more about Ace of Cups reverse. Page of Pentacles reverse, or not reverse. Page of Pentacles. News. There's news all over this paper. Lots of news coming out about this loss of life. And I don't know if it's a Virgo, possibly. There's a Leo, there's Virgo. Tell me more about Judgment. We need some more information here. I can't just end it like this. Tell me more about Judgment. The Moon, reverse. Secrets coming out. Definite secrets coming out. Piscean energy. This could happen within the first 2 weeks of October. If you do not want to become pregnant, I would be careful, Virgo. Make sure you're protected. If you don't want a baby, make sure you're protected, because there's some energy on here. I do see the loss of a baby, but it could also be you believe you cannot have children for whatever reason. And we've seen it on Maury how many times where the guy says, the doctor told me I can't ever have kids, and then they have 10 kids. Like, something's going on here where you thought you couldn't have a baby, or you get pregnant and you didn't want it, or you were pregnant and you had a miscarriage. I do think that this was kind of in the past, those two things, a miscarriage or an abortion. That's not in the future, that already happened. But if neither of those happen, you are fertile right now, and I'd be careful. Because you might think you're not fertile, but the moon in the next 2 weeks, before the next full moon, be careful if you're having sex. Tell me more about the Empress reverse, please. So we'll find out more about this right now. The Fool reverse. So this is, you know, don't be the fool. You might not believe that you can get pregnant, and here you are. Or you might be carefree and it's gonna bite you in the butt. Tell me. Oh my goodness. Guys, be careful out there. Tell me more about Page of Pentacles. Unless you want a baby, but I don't see that on here. If you've been trying, it could be not, this video is probably not for you. This is something that someone does not want. Tell me more about Page of Pentacles. And who's the daddy here? We've got the we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords here. So, and we have Leo. Now we have a Cancer Chariot. The Chariot reverse. So this is not, you know, this news is not gonna execute anything. So it's not gonna execute a baby. Like, bring forth a baby. I don't mean execute a baby. I mean bring forth. A baby is not going to be born because it's already been taken care of. Either by nature or by, you know, force, abortion. So, yeah. That's what I see here. And like I said, I see a lot of air energy, but that could just be Libra season. I see some earth, which is you guys. I see Leo, and I see water energy, which is Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And I have Pisces on the board. I have Cancer on the board. So, yeah. All right, guys, leave me some messages. My email's listed on there too. If you are having trouble with, you know, a choice you need to make, then reach out to me. I'm the least judgmental person you'll ever meet. So you can ask me questions. I'll talk you through it. If this resonates deeply and you're in a tough spot and you have no one to listen to, you can reach out to me. With that, Virgo, I will let you go now, and I hope October is good to you. I will be back in the middle of October to do the update. So I'll see you guys next time.